And I'm back. More Final Fantasy IV. And I'm gonna check Baron, buy stuff. Or find stuff. Or both. Shut up, phone. Shut up, phone. This is Sid's daughter. Oh. The Baron in his lock. Talk to it. Fuckers. You can talk to a dancer if you want. I don't know why old school games did this, where you talk to dancers and shit. The hourglass will be helpful later. I've grown to appreciate hourglasses later in games. Man, push B to jump or YX to remove or shit like, or Y to remove would be so good in this game right now. Anyway. No, not default speed walk. What do I look like? Somebody that actually wants to spend 30 fucking hours in this game? No, it's a 10 to 15 hour game if you're quick. Anyway. So, Final Fantasy IV uses a turn-based battle system, but in a unique way. It focuses. It's the first one to do the active time battle system, where a timer keeps going and the characters move on their own. And if you just let it, the enemies will just attack you. First three games, due to hardware limitations, did the traditional turn-based. Every game 4 through 9 did this system, and then Final Fantasy X did turn-based. After that point, games just went in the action-y direction. Though I will say that the franchise has always kind of wanted to veer in that direction, because I think the guy who made the mana stuff, or helped him make the mana system, you know, the Zelda-y sort of, with some magic involved sort of system, was part of this team as well, so that was what I'd heard. So they've been wanting to turn this into an action game forever. But I'll get off that subject. I will not shut up if I don't... People know me by now. Anyway, this is the first cave. But what I will say about this system is everybody does what they do. They jump. They do this. They're tied to whatever skills their system has. So, in the first game, you could pick your classes. You picked all 4 people and you were kind of stuck with them, but you got to pick them. In Final Fantasy II, you just kind of made up whatever you made up by starting with whatever you had. And, you know, building the characters the way you wanted to build them. It's just a shame that everything about the entire system needed a couple of games for it to actually fucking work properly. 3 was the first iteration of the job system, but it was tied to certain classes in certain areas, and never really felt like everything was everybody's choice. You know, you had to be a certain class to do certain things. You had to be small to get through certain areas. You had to be a mage to do this. It felt very hand-holded. Very guided. Instead of, hey, just do whatever the fuck. You know, in Final Fantasy V, you experiment. And some good, some bad, some interesting, some bad, you know. But 3 had less experimentation. The Pixel Remaster allows you to no longer have encounters. You can change your leveling stuff, all sorts of stuff. In fact, something I didn't do, I did in the earlier recording until my recording forked on me, was this stuff. So, So from here on, this is what I'm going to use. We've got some stuff here. Battle speed, normal. I'll keep it normal. Graphics display is dumb. It just puts that filter on it like a TV. I don't want it. Font, classic style versus modern. I'll stay classic because I can actually read it. I will stick with arrangement. I understand the allure of original, but I like arranged stuff because it's louder and more thorough. Encounters on, which I can turn off anytime. This is the important part. 4 times experience and whatever. Hooray! So there we go. And we get into one more fight or two right in here. And guess what? Press the square button and let the game play. So, little quality of life improvements all across the board, just to have some fun. The nice thing is I may or may not need to have fights on in most places anyway, depending on levels. And I said before that later on I'm going to really abuse the leveling trick that does exist in this game, because it existed in Final Fantasy IV. Once Cecil is alive and his like he's the only character left in a party, because it's weird how this game gets rid of characters. They don't just leave the party. It's kind of strange. They have to kind of be forced out for one reason or another. Either they walk out or other shit happens, whatever. But hey, Cecil will be in the main party at the end of the game, as will Kain. But the cool thing is, if you let Cecil fight his own battles, anyone who joins the party afterwards will level up with him. So you can... I beat the game in level 79, as I saw in my other file, but hey, I will use that leveling trick at a certain point in the game, and I'll show up later. Even once. Could this be the Phantom? The Phantom Beast of Mist Valley? Knights of Baron. Who are you? Leave now or suffer the consequences. Show yourself! You choose to ignore my warnings. We have to get to Mist. We're not turning back. So be it. Alright, so. Pretty simple boss fight. I just gotta make sure to turn it off when, like, 2 or 3 turns. Because then this will happen. This is bad. Ow! Fair enough. So yeah, maybe auto battling is not a good idea. But hey, I showed its counterattack this time, so there's that. So now you know what the counterattack is like. Don't do it. It's like the Welk fight. Don't attack its shell. The guard scorpion attack while its tail is up. It's gonna counterattack with its laser. Shit like that. Ow. Rude. Ow. Poke me. No, to be fair, I don't want to just auto-battle the entire game. There are things I do want to talk about, so I'll make a judgment call of certain areas and say, okay, do I really want to fight in here? Do I just want to show off where stuff is? You know, because the gameplay part of the game is important, too. And I didn't just not do encounters in Final Fantasy V, so there was that. But I do think, you know, there is an air of frustration after a while, you know. So I'll make, you know, cautious use of it. I do want to do dungeon rants and things as stuff is when it's available. But by and large, if I feel like I'm sick of things, this is all I ever wanted, was the ability to press a fucking button and say, hey, if I don't want to fight something and I don't want to run into fights right now, I can choose not to do that. It's very nice. Because it's not like I'm going to lose this fight. This is not meant to be a loser. I mean, you can, but you're not gonna. You're just not gonna. You have to be very stupid to lose this fight. There. Alright. The ring is glowing. What the? This? This is why he sent us here? We destroyed the entire village. Why? Why would he make us do this? Oh. Mommy! Huh? My mom's dragon died. And my mom died too. What? I've heard of people with the power to calm forth monsters. Summoners. Then who was responsible for killing your mother? You killed my mom's dragon? We didn't know what would happen. So this was the king's plan, to annihilate every summoner in this village. Can't be. I'm afraid it's true. And I'm afraid we're gonna have to get rid of the girl. What? That's what the king would expect. It's her or us. But she's just a child. You intend to defy the king and refuse to carry out any more slaughter in the king's name. I knew you'd say that. But don't worry. I'm on your side. You are? I owe the king much, but I can't disgrace the dragoons. So you join me? Yes. But we need the support of other nations to oppose the mightiest kingdom in the land. And we have to get Rosa out of Baron. Thank you, Kain. Save it. This isn't for your sake. This place is dangerous. We'd better get it going. What about the girl? We can't leave her. We have to take her with us. It's alright. We won't hurt you. But you're gonna have to come with us, okay? No! Come on, we have to go! Go away! I hate you! You killed my mom! And yeah, I'm not going to do this. Go away! Oh, crap. Oh. So, the DS version of this game really makes this a really good scene. Doing it all 3D and having voice acting in it. If you haven't been able to play or watch that game footage, it might still be on Steam, I'm not sure, but it is a very good version. It's hard as shit, but it really does that scene justice. Oh, she's safe. Thank goodness. Kain? Kain? I have to get out of here. Pray you're alive. Well, Cecil is alone. And he's with a new girl in tow. but she won't join the party yet, and admittedly, why would she? Would you want to join the person who just killed your mom? I don't think so. But anyway, I'll save it again. Cool. And I'll call it here. And I'll see you in the next episode.